What's up, everyone? I haven't done a toy hunt in a while, so I'm here in Alice, Texas, checking out a Walmart. They're pretty well stocked. Let's see what they got. So we'll start here with some Pokemon, some plushes. They're pretty thin on a lot of figures. There's some of these mini pop. There's some chases. And then some of these, I actually have the Star Wars one that's pretty cool. And here we go, some Minecraft, Mario Galaxy. I've already picked up this Yoshi. I might get this Mario for a later toy photo, but I'll probably wait till it goes on clearance. Some smaller Marios. Here's some Sonic. And the Skibbity stuff is still here. Beyblade. And here's what they got for wrestling. This is actually my first time seeing these in person. That's pretty cool. And here we have some Elite. There's a ring, some belts. There's some more figures. Now we're getting into some Transformers. There's the G2 Grimlock. And they even have some of these blockies. And I haven't seen these blockies yet, so I might pick up some of these. Also, first time seeing the NFL doing a collab with Transformers. And that's a big wheelie. There's some other Transformers. There's some Power Rangers. Some down here. Not a whole lot going on in the dino section. I mean, they do have some, but not a whole lot. Now, I know that their Marvel section looks pretty thin, but they have more here in a different section. Get to in a minute, but they also have these. So it's pretty cool to see these in person. And here's what they got for Star Wars. They actually have the Mandalorian and Grogu. That's what they have so far. Some of the older wave here. And then they have these figures. And then down here, that actually looks pretty cool. So does that. And here's just a quick look through what they have for Hot Wheels. I mean, they do have a lot here. I didn't see a bin full of Hot Wheels. And some of their monster trucks. Didn't see really any of their extra large, but they do have some of these. But yeah, there's their monster trucks. These look pretty cool. Getting into some Matchbox. Here's some more die-cast cars. Now I saw on my friend Greg Cook's video that there were some M2 Moon Eyes. And I did find this box here. But yeah, I don't see any, but spoiler alert, I did find two, and that is in the cart. What else is in the cart, you're gonna have to wait and see. So here we have some Motu and Thundercats, and some Hot Wheels here, and some more Motu. But this is one of the few Walmarts that still has the collector section. And this is the Hot Wheel area. There's the Hot Wheels and Motu and wrestling. More diecast. These sets look pretty cool. So does that one in the back. And then here they have DC and Sonic. These look pretty cool. I don't think I'll be picking any of these up. But that one looks pretty awesome. And there's Shadow with Batman. But here's more of their Black Series. Some of their older stuff. Here's a Black Series Stormtrooper helmet. Their displays. But here's some more. A lot of the 3 3/4. Now these figures are on sale for $20. And here's the E-Wing. I checked the price earlier. They're at $99, so big pass. Some Transformers. Yeah. Some more down here. And now we're getting into some G.I. Joes. Here's the Grim Viper, the Desert Scorpion, and they're still, this one they want 60. Target has them definitely for less. Or actually, I don't think that's 60 because it says Brooklyn, but they still want too much for it. And Target did raise their price from 27 back to 40. But these displays are pretty awesome. That G.I. Joe display is pretty cool. And that's the first time I've seen this one in the wild. The firemen, still too much. Policemen, still too much. Barbecue and Torch back there. And some of their other figures. I mean, it's pretty awesome to see. This Walmart is very stacked with stuff. Here's this Warhammer figure. Plenty of Quicksilvers. Still cool to see some of these. This price here threw me off, but nope, it's not at that price. And it's cool to see this Spider-Man, but I'm passing on it. Here they have some of these collector's Hot Wheels. These are pretty cool. I was thinking about maybe getting this set, but I'm passing on that. And Fast and Furious. And then the Armor playset. Let's take a little stroll through their Lego section. And I guess Mega Bloks also. This is what they have for minifigures. Some pretty cool sets. Some are on rollback. I do dabble with Lego every now and then, but it's more of just the little sets. I'm busy with too many other things to do. Something larger like this Groot, although he looks pretty cool. And Lion King. And this looks pretty awesome. Flower from Wednesday. Some Harry Potter. Plenty of Harry Potter stuff. All the way down here. That's pretty awesome looking. And then so is Diagon Alley. Pretty sweet. This is Technic. Back to the Future. Cars. These look pretty awesome. Let's head over to the collector's section. Well, before we hit the collector's section, on the other side, here are some of their Star Wars sets. Star Wars, Bumblebee, Toothless, Cobra, and some of their botanical stuff. And here's Hot Wheels, and I don't know if it's Hot Wheels and Lego, but it is some kind of brick building set with the Hot Wheels car. Here's some of their pops in the electronics section. I think a bunch of these are older pops, so I'm not going to kind of go through these. And here's some more pops. Some NECA TMNT. There's Dracula and Shredder. Some Solo Leveling. Some Mego. And then some Multiverse DC. Now that's cool to see. I haven't seen this one in person. And hopefully YouTube won't give me a strike for the loud music. But that's what they have in this section. Let's go to the main section. So here we have some more pops. And that's the first time I've seen this Harley. Looks pretty cool. Plenty of Harry Potter. They have some Star Wars. There's Care Bears. And then some sports. Nezuko. And Chucky. Magic the Gathering. Some Sonic. And they don't have the chase for Amy. And then some Inuyasha. A few plushes. Here's some Dragon Stars, Dragon Ball Super, Ultraman, some statues, and then a little bit of Gundam, One Piece figures, and then some more Multiverse, James Gordon, Superman, and a few others back here. Now my only issue about this Green Arrow, I don't think his head can move, but if it can, let me know. Then there's Spawn and Captain America and Juggernaut, and there's Guy Gardner. So I guess the other one is the red platinum, whatever. Thinking about this, but I don't know if I want to pay that much for it. They do have a few other turtles here. Coraline and some costumes, Gremlins and Dracula, Toonie Terrors. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys out in the car. Well, that was Walmart, and they were very, stacked with a bunch of stuff. I haven't seen a Walmart that, full of stuff in a long time. But this is what I picked up. So I already mentioned that I got, found 2 Moon Eyes. So here's one of them. That's pretty cool. And here is the other. That one looks pretty sweet. But that isn't all that I picked up. Okay, so I also saw some newer blockies, from Transformers. I was surprised to see the Marvel blockies. I was very tempted to pick up the Wolverine blockies, but I didn't, and that's just because of everything else that I picked up. But I picked up one of these, another one, and a third one. So altogether, I did get 3. These are new to me. Some of the Transformers that comes in, this one's pretty cool. It'd be awesome to get a Decepticon Megatron. Shockwave looks awesome. Soundwave would be great to get, and some of the others. But that's not all. I also told myself if I saw this figure in person, I would pick it up. And well, yep, I saw it and I decided to pick it up. And it's the Battle Catman from the He-Man Thundercat collaboration. I think he looks cool. I do have Chitara. I'm definitely not picking up all of these, but seeing Battle Catman is awesome. And then there's the Panther one. If I see that in person, I might pick it up also. But seeing this one, I know it's unpunched, but the card is a little damaged. It's gonna get opened anyway. But there is one more thing that I did pick up. The final thing that it did pick up is this Stormtrooper from the Mandalorian and Grogu. Saw, I guess, most of the wave. The AT-AT driver, the AT-RT driver. Sigourney Weaver's character was there. They had a couple of the Stormtroopers. They didn't have the Mando and Grogu set. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up or not. I just wanted another Stormtrooper that comes with the accessories that it comes, the shoulder pauldron. But yeah, that's basically all of this Walmart. Just, it had a lot of stuff, and definitely happy to see it. I didn't see any of the white boxes for the Black Series. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not picking them up, but I know I have some friends that are looking for them. The DC Multiverse, some of the figures that I saw, I was surprised to see the Guy Gardner Red Lantern. That was cool to see. The other blockies, Soundwave, and was it Shockwave? I don't remember, but it was still cool to see those bigger blockies. And it's still cool to see that this Walmart has the collectors, section with all the other figures. And I'm not talking about the collector section in the electronics area, but the Hasbro Mattel section. And I guess that I don't remember what that red car was called, but I guess it's just a Mattel thing. It's not a collab with Lego. They have, Mattel, I guess, has their own, brick subdivision or whatever. But I think that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you saw something I didn't pick up. Again, it was really cool to see those Street Fighter WWE figures. Passing on those, but it was still cool to see. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you hit the see more in the description, you'll see links to my various social media. I post stuff there that I don't normally post on YouTube. And if you want to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me on any of those links. Just recently hit over 1,000 subs. So if you're new here, you like the content, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. That would totally be awesome. But Simo says, collect what you like, be awesome to one another. Till the next video, I'll see you later.